Hey guys, so just finished watching Arrow Season 3, Episode 22. This is Your Sword. Now, this episode is definitely very interesting. You know, I definitely don't understand some of the continuity timeline-wise, how this is going to, how the end of this, with him locking them up and kind of letting that stuff out, which obviously it's not the real stuff. He probably swapped it out for something else, something different, and then, had so that they could, put something to just knock them out but not kill them and stuff like that, so they look like they're dead. But I really don't understand. I mean, the next episode of Arrow, Flash, if I'm not mistaken, actually, I'll look it up right now. I have come on. Okay, close. Flash. Yeah, the next episode of Flash, which is called Rogue Air. The trickster escapes from. Oh, well, it's not telling me. Rogue Air. Trickster trial. And brainwashes the Flash. Well, that is not it. Not it. But the next episode is called Rogue Air, if I'm not mistaken, and of the Flash. And so I'm definitely curious to know how this is gonna happen. If I'm not mistaken, Oliver does appear. In the Flash next week's episode. Maybe it's not next week's episode because I don't see how that would work out time wise. And maybe it doesn't. Because it definitely does not line up. So maybe it is the last week's episode. We do have to wait a while, which would make sense. For we have next week's episode where where we have where we have the Oliver become my name is Oliver Queen and stuff like that, and because we find out in this episode that he was faking it all. But it's definitely interesting to see how far he's willing to go. He's gone pretty far. And it definitely is interesting to see all this. This episode was very good. We got the death of Maseo, or at least Katana's son. And it was definitely interesting with Katana, seeing her story, finally seeing her in her costume, if you've seen my video about that. But I was definitely glad that they didn't kill her off in this episode, because I was definitely curious, that we got that Suicide Squad's cast photo, the full cast, and with that suicide and actually having a Katana in that movie. I'm interested. I'm glad that they didn't, kill her off just yet. And I hope they don't kill her off just yet, because we just saw her in the costume. I mean, Deadshot, they know they killed him. They killed him off because of the movies and stuff like that. But he started off in season 1 and stuff like that, so he had a long run. A pretty long run, decent. We've been with him enough, at least for it to be okay. But I definitely hope that we see Katana lasting on, because there was definitely a little bit of a vibe that I got, that especially when she killed Maseo, that she might take her own life so she could go join him in her son in heaven or whatever, or wherever in the afterlife. But they're definitely glad that she didn't do that. I would like to see her a lot more used and stuff like that. But so who knows? Definitely, this episode was very good. With the whole wedding and stuff like that. And it's Nana Parbat wedding, so who gives a crap if it doesn't really make sense? Stuff like that. So I guess there's not much real legal issues and stuff like that. So it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how they get over that, and how these guys wake up, and what's gonna happen. How long do they stay knocked out for? And I guess maybe we'll see Oliver Tuesday on Arrow. But I'm not sure just yet. We have to wait and see. But one thing is definitely interesting. I'm going to Comic-Con this weekend here in Ottawa. And Robbie Amell is coming, so I'm definitely interested to talk to him about this. So see if maybe I am mistaken, and Oliver is not. Him and Oliver are not in Rogue Air. They're probably in the last episode, which would make much more sense. And so I'll try and find out more about that there. But we'll have to wait and see. And so stay tuned here, guys, to my channel here. I'll be trying to post some videos if I get information, from Robbie Amell. I'm gonna go to his panel and stuff. So just stay tuned here to my channel, Kyle Reviewed, and I'll post you any information I get. So let me know what you think, guys, and about this episode. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.